guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ACAP24 here from HuddleGG. In today's video, we're going to talk about an alignment trick that you can do out of any trips formation when you have the ball on the short side of the field with the trips. This is something that I have taught before, but I've kind of kept this a little bit of a secret. Very little known. I don't see any pros doing it. I don't see anybody else doing this type of trick, but it's really something that the way the game plays right now, it's really going to be beneficial to you, and I get into that, okay? So I'm just going to call the PA shot wheel to start, and what I'm going to show you here is that we're going to get this B more open by a trick that we're able to do in order to basically get more room on the sidelines. If you look at this X, this Y, this B, okay, you see the splits between them. The X is pretty wide, the Y is probably in between the X and the B, and then the B is on the top of the numbers. Well, we're going to be able to do a trick to get the X and the Y to scooch in about 1.5 to 2 yards to the inside, to where now we're going to have the ability to run off the corner closer to the numbers, leaving the sidelines more open. And the way we do this trick is we got to make sure that we're entirely on the left hash mark here with our trips to the short side. And what we're going to do is we're just going to call any play. And we're going to audible to any play, okay? I'm audibling to the 45 quick base. You can see here, this is my play right now. And then I'm going to reset the play, okay? Reset the play. See how these guys come in? That's going to give us the ability to squeeze in our alignment. And now if we run a streak by the Y on the, basically just to the left of the numbers, that's going to pull that cornerback towards him, leaving the ability for us to work that sideline a lot better. Right now, we've got a lot of medium zone KOs, a lot of deep zone KOs. Every inch, every foot, every ability to avoid those KOs is huge. And this is a really nice one to do so, right? You can see here, throw this ball over here. I don't even have to possession catch it. I don't have to catch it on the sidelines. I'm good to go on this play because what I essentially did, if you look at the replay, is I took this middle receiver, instead of having him, basically, a little bit closer to the middle of the, to the left, I have him right here in the numbers, and I'm going to make sure that that cornerback basically comes and he goes as close to the numbers as possible, and we're going to be able to catch that, okay? Now, we can do this in a lot of different plays, a lot of different concepts. I'll just basically kind of run through some of them, right? Using the same Patriots trips tight end so you can see it, okay? Let's just look at double and sail, okay? Double and sail is going to be a play that has a corner route. If I go ahead and I pick any play, this time I'm going to pick the verticals play, okay? See, I audible to verticals. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to reset the play. Those guys pinch in. I'm going to put the Y on a streak. I'm going to put the X on a drag just so that I can get him out of the vantage point of that cornerback. And what you're going to see here is, again, the B is going to make that cut outside. You can see how it's going to be a pretty easy catch. And it's not about getting him open, and it's not about, basically knowing that he's going to be able to catch the ball. It's about making sure that he avoids the KO. That's what this tip really is allowing you to do, why it's more important this time of the year. We could do this with this Pats Y in play, and it's probably a really good example because this route is really a tough squeeze if you leave the alignment Y it is, right? So if I look at this Pats Y in, we'll do the same thing here with the cover 3. And what we're going to do is go to the 45 quick base. We're going to do the reset. And you can see how this Y now scoots in. It gives us more room to where we can now kind of pass lead it towards the sidelines and give us that ability to throw away from that cornerback. I'm going to put the B on the streak. I'm going to smoke screen the X so that way he's not part of the equation when it comes to the cornerback getting his depth. And what we're going to do here is just going to wait for this Y. We're going to be able to throw this ball over here and get that catch on the sidelines. You see how that throw, allowing him to basically start more inside, is going to allow him to get away from that corner, but gives us enough room to be able to throw this. Now, if we weren't, as close, look how close we are when it comes to the sidelines, right? If we didn't have that, 1.5 foot that we went inside, we don't catch this and avoid the KO, right? So this is kind of one of those, types of, examples that really kind of highlights, what you can throw and why you can throw some different things that you weren't able to before. Lastly, we'll just go ahead and show you something like PA counter go, okay? And this is why I'm just going through these plays just to kind of show you just one playbook. So now, same thing with this Y, right? Now the Y, we've gotten pinched in, we got the B on a streak, and we're kind of going through the same type of deal. This Y is going to go over here. We're going to be able to throw this ball pretty easily up the field and get some easy yards, right? And that's how this is kind of working out. Now, don't think this is just going to be for trips tight end. I'll just pick another play, and we'll go over here to trips Y slot. The PA switched it, okay? Now, this play is very similar to a play that I run in empty tray stack. The first thing I want to do is I want to move this ball to the right hash mark, because remember, it has to be where the trips are to the right. And I know people are going to ask, this works in empty as well. As long as there's trips, it can work, okay? Now, if you look at that wheel, a lot of people, when they run the empty tray stack, you guys probably have seen this, where that wheel will hit that sideline, and sometimes it'll stop. And it's like, it's the wheel stop of basically of death, because what it does is it basically doesn't allow you to go up the wheel. So if you do this and you go ahead and pick any play, I'll pick 4 verticals, then I reset it. That guy is now going to come up. You can see how he's not going to get stopped or stuck on that sidelines anymore. And what you're going to see is now you're going to have that ability to throw this ball to the outside, catch this ball on the sidelines. Unfortunately, we got a really bad animation, but you can see here that that wheel is now not going to have any opportunity to hit that sidelines and not finish its route. It gets around here. You can see how we're going to be able to basically throw this ball here, and we just have a really bad animation, but it is what it is, right? So we'll just show it again so we can give you a better rep on what to expect. Something like this, put this A on a streak. And again, we're just going to wait on this guy, wait on him, wait on him. You can see this time, I had enough time to be able to throw that and get down and not even have to throw it to the sidelines in order to make it work. So this is really a nice application that you can use out of any trips. It could be trips tight end, it could be this trips Y slot, it could be a tray Y flex, it could be any type of empty that has trips. It's just a really nice trick to get that open. So I went one step further with this trick, guys, on our play of the day for our YouTube subscribers, where I'm going to show you how to bomb cover 3 using this trick. If you guys are not YouTube subscribers, you're missing out, because what we're doing is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I put a play of the day. Basically, something unique, something out there that you can go ahead and incorporate in your offense, or basically use the concepts, or whatever the case may be. And it's totally free to do. It just comes up as a returning subscriber on our homepage, where you're basically able to look at free content. And it's just something that we give as a thank you for supporting our channel. Well, in today's video, we show how you use this to beat cover 3 for an easy one-play score, and really how you can basically not only use this to obviously move the ball down the field, get easier catches on the sidelines, but also be able to, get those, big plays when you need it. So definitely check that out. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because you are missing content that you probably have never knew that existed. And check that out for us. We appreciate you all, and we'll catch you on the next video.